X is the knowledge of Al-Khidr, plus Y, the knowledge of Musa, plus Z, which is the knowledge of everyone on earth. That's a lot of education, that's a lot of books, that's a lot of libraries, correct? So Al-Khidr says, ilmi wa ilmuka wa ilmu al-khalaiq. All of that in comparison to Allah's knowledge is what the water that was taken from the bird to what's left into the ocean. I just went to University of Massachusetts. They had one of the largest libraries. And all these 12 floors plus floors of books and library. One of the biggest ones. All that books and all around the world is just a drop of water in an ocean to Allah's knowledge. And it's very critical for this point, for the story. So then what does Al-Khidr do? Out of nowhere, with no understanding from Musa and others, he secretly pokes a hole into what? Into that ship, in the boat, right? So what happens? Water starts to gush out. The ship is starting to sink. And Musa ﷺ gets surprised, shocked. He says, what's the matter with you? لِتُغْرِقَ أَهْلَهَا. You're about to drown the people? So then the man, Al-Khidr, told Musa, no Q&A until we're done the lecture. Right? He said, oh, I forgot, I'm so sorry. So then Al-Khidr left and then Musa walked with him. On the seashore, like right after, no explanation is given. Musa and Khidr are walking, and وِالْوِلْدَانَ يَلْعَبُونَ. They're kids playing around. Al-Khidr looks around, takes one child, one young boy. As difficult as it sounds, he grabs that boy and he kills him. Now Musa, first time he forgot, second time he did not forget, and he intervened in the session. And he says, this is ridiculous. How would you kill an innocent child? Al-Khidr told him, you're doing this for the second time, and I told you I'll explain everything for you once I'm done. So Musa, listen up. This is the last chance I'll give you. One more objection, one more intervening in the inappropriate time, you're not going to walk with me anymore. You're fired as a student. Okay, I'm sorry. The third trip, they go to the last one. They go to a city, and these people refuse to host the guest. What did Imam Dawood say in our session? You can host a guest up to how many hours? 72. Excellent. Mashallah, they were listening carefully. Mashallah. So it's up to 72 hours. These people in that neighborhood did not accept Musa or Khidr. Didn't even open the door and say, here you go, some water. Nothing. That's how stingy they were. So then Al-Khidr, he sees a wall that was about to what? Fall. So he rebuilt his renovation. You know, they flip a house. He flipped the wall. He took it all down. He rebuilt it. So Musa was so confused. He says, لَوْ اتَّخَذْتَ عَلَيْهِ what? أَجْرًا. You should have asked for money. And these people did not give us water or food. Do the work for them, but at least have them pay you for the job. So what happened next? Al-Khidr said, you kept questioning me. You kept interrupting. You know what? هَذَا فِرَاقُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنِكَ. We're separated. We're done. Let me tell you what you were not able to be patient towards. Now when I speak about Al-Khidr, I want you to think Al-Khidr as Allah's qadr. Allah's what? Decree. So you will never have someone, as you're driving, you will never have someone that will have a nail and stick it into your tire. You will not have a physical person, but it might be on the road, the nail hits the tire. You may not see someone, may Allah preserve our children, Ya Rabb, my kids and all our children, Ya Rabb, may Allah preserve them, especially in our times. But you may not actually see someone with a knife and go stab a child, may Allah protect us. You may not see it, but the qadr in a way that a child will die. I hope I'm able to explain that. You will not see, for example, someone's will get a full ride scholarship or donation to rebuild their house, but they might move to a house that is in a very great condition. So Khidr is resembling Allah's qadr. So he says, as for the first one, for the boat that you saw that was sinking, not too far from this area, there was a pirate. There was an oppressor ruler who takes all the ships. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to protect this group of people by not going there. So what was the protection? Let your ship sink now so you don't drown later. Let the ship sink now so you don't lose your life later. So let's go to a lot lesser of a harm than a greater harm. But who knew that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the question to you guys, the fishermen, when they had the hole, that was their only income, getting fish. They had to go to the seashore, correct? Did they have income on that day? Do you think they eventually knew that there was a pirate? Do you think they eventually knew or not? What do you guys think? Okay, let's imagine. So there's a lot of people competing. They're obviously not the only people that are selling fish, right? So there's a lot of competition. Imagine second, third day, there's no more boats. Where are they? They all got killed. They got robbed. So all the demand is coming back to the people that had the ship sinking. Then now they became some of the richest people. So eventually they knew, and that's very important. They might have known 24 hours later, a week, or a month. Allah knows best. But they eventually knew. Now, go to the second story. You have the mom and the dad who lost a child. Al-Khidr is going to explain a few things that are difficult to comprehend, but it's from Allah, so Musa is going to absorb it. As for this child belonged to two righteous parents. وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. But this child was going to grow to become a tyrant. Imagine another musibah, another tyrant oppressor to this world. So Allah allowed that child to be taken away. Where's this child as I'm speaking? Where is he as I'm speaking? In Jannah. So he's about to end in hell if he stayed longer, in a way. Now, alhamdulillah, he's in Jannah. Is that it? No. Then Al-Khidr says, then Allah wanted and yubdilahuma, to substitute that child with another child. What happened to the mom? I'm pregnant, alhamdulillah. She delivered. And that child, salih, righteous child. You see that? You move forward. Do you think, when will the parents know? Will they know in a year or two? What do you guys think? That one is never. Story one, you will know the wisdom. 3 weeks, 1 day, Allahu Alam. Story number two, they will never know the wisdom until Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's tough. Last story, the wall that was about to fall. It was renovated. What's the story of Khidr? Let me tell you the secret. Under this wall, what was it? Treasures, money, cash, jewelry, so on. Who did that money belong to? Yatimaini fil Medina, 2 orphans, young. Okay, they're poor, struggling. Why did Allah not show them the money right away? Why did Allah postpone their provision? What do you guys think? It's a little bit thinking. Too young, okay, but some people, it's okay, give me the money now. I'm too young, it's okay. To take care of my, let me go to a good school and so on. Go ahead.